Hello, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be talking about PaRappa the Rapper on the PS1, a classic from back in the day. A true pioneering, innovative game in all meaning of the word. It came out in Japan, I believe, in the fall of 1996, and it didn't get a Western release until the following year, in the fall of that year, which I always remember quite vividly because 1997, I always recall that winter being the year that Tomb Raider 2 came out. So I always sort of in my own head associate when PaRappa the Rapper come out with Tomb Raider 2, because Tomb Raider 2 being the big release that winter, I just always remember PaRappa the Rapper coming out around the same time as that. But yeah, we'll get into PaRappa the Rapper today. As I say, a very true, different game, a very pioneering game in all meaning of the word. It's often regarded as one of the first true rhythm games. I mean, it's not only that, but also one of the best PS1 games, and in some lists and polls, one of the best video games of all time. I mean, this is kind of, I mean, a lot of people, you don't really, a lot of people don't appreciate how important PaRappa the Rapper is to so many people, and what it meant for video games. Because I say, this was before games like Dance Dance Revolution, Guitar Hero. I mean, PaRappa the Rapper paved the way for what rhythm games eventually became. I mean, without PaRappa the Rapper, I mean, they may still have happened, sure, but they may not have come around as quick as they did. It paved the way, like I said, Dance Dance Revolution, games like Donkey Konga on the GameCube, Samba de Amigo on the Dreamcast. I mean, they all owe a significant amount to PaRappa the Rapper. And it's like I say, one of the first true. And if you look at a lot of polls, top PS1 game polls, top video games of all time, PaRappa the Rapper is usually, it's usually in there. It's usually in the list. I mean, like I say, this is how important this game is. I remember as well. I mean, mainly, I think only the UK sort of viewers will know this. An old show called Games Master, hosted by Dominic Diamond back in the 90s. Huge video game show. I remember this game being on TV because they used to do challenges for like sort of celebrities and things like that. And I remember seeing PaRappa on there. And I just always remember it in my head, that it just being on TV, and I was like, I've got to play this game. I must play this game. It was one of them games that I fell in love with as soon as I saw it. I mean, I personally, it was just something about it that I thought, that is so different, so unique. I've got to play this game. And none of my friends at the time got the appeal of it, because usually games, like I say, too cutesy maybe, or maybe they were just too busy with Tekken 2, I don't know. But there was just something about the novelty of the game that appealed to me. Just that something different, like the rapping and the music, and just that, like I say, a whole idea of a rhythm game I found very appealing. But as I say, I think my friends were too busy playing Grand Theft Auto at that point, which came out that year as well. And like I say, Tekken 2 we was playing a lot at the time. So, and people looked at it like it was too cutesy, like it was a bit too, it didn't have that sort of edge that you would associate with the Sony PlayStation to have, like with a lot of its characters. But I was just like, I was like, yeah, but it's a rhythm game. It's something different. We've got to play it. It looks so good. But going into the actual game itself, all the characters are represented as like paper cuttings. They're like 2D dimensional shapes. And it gives that, and the backgrounds are sort of 3D. So the characters like sort of paper, it's sort of as you would get in sort of Paper Mario, and it really gives the game a unique look. It really gives it a unique style, like sort of all of its own, in sort of the world it's set. And obviously you play as PaRappa, the rapper, who's like a rapping dog. So straight away you're onto a good thing, and he's after just trying to win the heart of his like wannabe girlfriend Sunny Funny, who is basically a girl but she's a flower. So, yeah, that's the whole idea of type of game we're dealing with here. So with all the guys going at, like with any guy, he's going out of his way to impress Sunny Funny. Whether it's learning karate from an onion-headed dojo master, learning to drive from a moose, or learning to cook from a chicken, this is all kind of things that happen in the world of PaRappa the Rapper, and that's why I love the game, because it is utterly bonkers in places, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And there's 6 stages to the game. It's a very short game. I think that's one of the complaints that a lot of people have with this game, that it is very short. It can be completed quite easily. And you basically just have to press your button, that comes up along with the bar that's at the top of the screen in time to just make it through the levels. And it goes from you rapping cool, good, bad, awful, and you have to finish a level on good or above, and you go through to the next stage. I mean, the music itself, I absolutely loved the raps. I absolutely loved the music. I remember playing it when it come out, and I was just bopping away to it, and I just couldn't get enough of it. So that, you know, there's some great hooks and lines in some of the raps. I think that, like I say, to have tunes like that in a video game, that was one of the appeals about the PlayStation, because I had an N64 first, and then I sort of got a PlayStation as soon like they were getting a lot of games for them. And like I say, to have real music like sort of rapping like that and just having it come through, you know, because Nintendo 64 wasn't, because it wasn't CD based, the sound to it wasn't quite as, you couldn't get that kind of quality as you would on like a CD based system. So it was just, I mean, look no further than like stage 5 when you and other rappers are all in line in a queue to use the toilet. I mean, it had me, I remember bopping my head to the rap and the music, and sort of laughing at the same time at the whole sense of humour and just the novelty of it, and just what on earth am I playing here? I love this. This is so much fun, so different. And it's just one of them games that I just think, you know, when a game comes along and it, like I say, it just paves the way for a whole new genre of type of video game. Like I say, Dance Dance Revolution, Guitar Hero, DJ Hero, Samba de Amigo, Donkey Konga, and there's still rhythm games being made today. Of course there are, but I don't think, with, like I say, without PaRappa, it would have happened as quick as it did. I think PaRappa really did set a benchmark for a whole new genre. I know I keep stressing that, but I can't, you know, get it clear enough how important this game was, both to me as a gamer and to the video game industry. I mean, like I say, one problem with the game, it is very short. It can be completed very quickly. But when a game is produced this well and it looks this good and it's so different and it's so fresh and it was so sort of, like I say, just different to what else was going on. I mean, like I say, you had racing games, Ridge Racer, Rage Racer, Gran Turismo. You had beat 'em ups. You had, you know, your Street Fighters, your Tekkens, and things like that. And then this game come along, and it's like, what is that? Another game I also had, which I must get around to reviewing, which I've still got, is Buster Groove, which come out. I remember that was sort of a dancing. You press the buttons in time again, but it's sort of a dance-off type of thing. There's some good tunes in that as well, but that's for another review. I know the same people. I mean, the people that made this went on to make other games for the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2, respectively. I think their immediate follow-up to this was a game called Vib Ribbon, which where you're playing. It's sort of like you're playing like this stick figure sort of rabbit, and you're sort of having to, and he's sort of walking along a line, and you sort of have to press the buttons in line with the music. It's hard to describe, but Vib Ribbon, I remember, was done by the same people. And then there was another game called Gemalami, which is done in a very similar vein as PaRappa. It was sort of same art style, same sort of look and image of the game, but instead of rapping, it was guitar this time, which I think was one of the things they initially thought about doing when they was doing PaRappa. Yeah, there was Gemalami. And also they were for the PS1, and of course there was a direct sequel to PaRappa the Rapper, PaRappa the Rapper 2, which was released on the PS2. Which are all amazing games, all really amazing games. And I believe actually just how big sort of PaRappa was at the time, you know, and how much of a sort of a character he was. I believe there was even an anime TV show that aired in Japan. I never actually saw it. I haven't looked for it online. I'm pretty sure it might be on YouTube or something. I don't know. But yeah, there was an anime TV show. But nothing regarding of all these games, PaRappa the Rapper 2, Gemalami and all that, nothing will beat the original when it comes to like the true originality and the pioneering of the whole genre that it did. As I say, it was just so important, this game. And like I say, I can play this game even now. I can sit down, play through this game and still enjoy myself. Like I say, the look of the game, the music, it all takes me back to around 1997. 1998 time when I was playing this was in my collection. I was dead proud to own this game because, like I say, everybody else was just going for a lot of my friends were just going for what was hot at the time. Um, like I say, Resident Evils, your Street. And don't get me wrong, big fan of all them games, but I was sort of the only one I remember that's I have to play this game. It was just something about it. If you've never played it, please pick up PaRappa the Rapper. I know they did remaster it for PS4, and I've never sort of played the remaster myself. I do believe there's a I think I did read somewhere that it's not a perfect remaster or something with it. I'm not entirely sure of the whys and wherefores, but please pick up the original on the PlayStation if you can. Please go check it out and just play one of these games that really did pioneer a whole new genre of video games. Okay, see you soon.